Hey guys.
Hello.
David and I are on our way to our first official hospital appointment because as you know by now, I am preggers. Okay, so normally this is a booking appointment, okay? And from my knowledge of medical school, okay, booking appointments are usually between 11 and 14 weeks. But some of you know that I got a job in Cork and I moved away from Dublin, so I've not been able to attend my first appointment because currently I am 15 weeks pregnant, and believe it or not, this is my first official hospital appointment. We did go to an appointment once.
Yeah, the early
appointment
scan.
Because the early scan, because I wasn't even sure how many weeks I was. I mean, I found that I was pregnant randomly, so I wanted to figure out how far along I was. And at that appointment, I realized I was almost 8 weeks pregnant when I found out. So now I am 15 weeks and we're finally making it to the first appointment. So they're gonna do my bloods and make sure that I have immunity to common diseases that I could pass on to my fetus, and take a full detailed medical history of David and I think do a quick scan. I'm not too sure if we're gonna do a scan. Yeah, we'll see how the appointment goes. It's quite exciting to finally be registered in a hospital.
Yeah, because that comes with a whole lot of other things as well, doesn't it? Being registered finally, and
being registered, they can give me more information on antenatal classes, you know, but that's something I've been talking about. I don't even know that I would have the time to attend antenatal classes. David is really worried about that. He's like, you need to find the time to attend.
Oh, of course, it's very important.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to it anyway, going together.
Yeah, David's looking forward to it. You know, for me, it's just because I'm working, and I'm working in Cork. I'm not in Dublin. So I think the most reasonable thing will be to register with a hospital and do antenatal classes where I work. And I suppose do it in the weekend so that David can come down and we can go together. We're almost at the hospital. How do you feel, David?
I feel very excited, of course. Very excited.
You
Very excited.
I feel excited. I think this is one of the steps that will make it more real to us, because believe it or not, David, have you come to terms with it that you're going to be a dad?
Absolutely, but of course there are phases during pregnancy. Every new phase we get into, the more real it gets in a way, if that makes sense, right?
For me, I literally found out I was pregnant, and then the next thing I know, the next day, literally found out that I got a job outside of Dublin. So, you know, everything was just very chaotic. It was happening so fast, and the work has been really, really intense. And I've not had the time. I was saying to my mother-in-law, I was saying to your mom actually, that I've hardly had the time to really, really be excited about this, or to think, you know, because in the hospital I'm constantly on my feet, really, really busy. And it's only in the evening when I'm really, really tired, about to go to bed, and then I just rub my belly and realize I'm pregnant, and I get really excited. I've not really had the time to read up as much as I should, because believe me, like, my knowledge of obstetrics and gynecology, I think is completely different when you're the one who's pregnant. You know, treating someone and then being sick are just two different things. Not that pregnancy is a sickness, but I just feel like I know nothing. I feel like I know nothing about this pregnancy. I feel like I need to read a lot, and I've not had the time to do it. You know, when I thought about my pregnancy, I thought by now I'll pick out really cute clothes. But I like that we're not rushing rushing to buy all this stuff.
It also doesn't help to make you go crazy about it, you know. It's still early on, you know, 15th weeks.
David, it's not,
you know,
it's not early on. Like, I'm past 3 months pregnant.
Yeah,
it's gonna go by really quickly.
We have but we have half a year still to go, so I don't feel like...
Oh yeah, half a year. Okay.
You know, so... Yeah. It's true. Maybe other people will have already read up more and then are more knowledgeable, but also it's not too late, you know.
Yeah, I know it's not too late. I know it's not too late.
Yeah.
Okay, we're at the hospital, guys.
We just find parking.
Find parking. Oh my gosh.
So let's see if this little bump is showing.
Look, can you see?
Yeah.
I think because of the yellow
No,
thing.
you can. I think you can.
You can?
What do you guys? Yes, you definitely can.
And it's a really good day today, actually. The sun
Beautiful.
is out.
Beautiful day.
Yeah.
Heading towards the hospital now. We didn't quite find a parking close by, but
No, but
that's okay.
the walk is good. For
The walk
the
is
baby.
beautiful.
The
Yes.
little baby.
Beautiful.
That's so cool.
So almost there now. I hope I will learn actually a lot as well, because it's obviously my fault so far that I haven't really been reading up as well. But I really hope.
You've been relying on that app, the baby center app.
Oh, true. So I got a lot of information from this really amazing app that I've been secretly reading.
Oh, really? Behind my back?
Kind of, not really, but no. I really hope they obviously have a lot of advice for me too.
Yeah.
And I can be the best father to be.
I know, you would be an amazing dad.
We'll see.
Oh my god, guys!
Hey, first hospital visit done.
The hospital visit is done.
Wow.
Okay, we weren't able to record it, as you know,
Yeah,
for
of course.
confidential reasons. So, I mean, it was a bit... There were a few moments I was like, what's going on? Okay. Number one, okay, when I started my pregnancy, when I eventually found out I was pregnant, I went to my GP and my starting weight was 54 kilos. Okay. I got on a scale today, guys. Oh my god. I'm above 60 kg.
She's getting closer to me now.
I have never been 60 kg in my entire life. It was hilarious. I was like, oh my gosh. I don't know why I felt excited by that. But just knowing that my baby has a weight and is making me weigh more was very exciting.
Absolutely.
Secondly, we went there and it was my first visit, so I had to do the registration. And after that, I got called into a room, did the weight, first shock, and I had to give a urine sample to check for blood and protein, and that was fine. Then I had to have my bloods taken for my blood type and hepatitis and all that stuff. I've kind of done that before I started working as a doctor, but this is the protocol anyway. And the nurse turns out, she's like, you have a very German last name. And I was like, my husband's from Germany. And then she's like, where? So it turns out that she's from the same place as David is. So we just spoke a little German and it was just really fun. Then I got called into a room to get my history, to get a full medical history. And the questions, some of them were hilarious. The lady was like, do you feel comfortable in your home? I was like, yes, I do. And she's like, do you feel safe? Do you think your life is in danger? I was like, whoa, woman, what are you on about? And she's like, okay, listen, we have to ask about domestic violence.
I mean, it's good that they do though, right? I mean,
have
it's
you
understandable.
met who are married to? There is no such thing as domestic violence.
No, but I think it's good that they do that though, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
it's
understandable.
very, it is actually very good, so they can, put measures in place for women who are already experiencing violence, because the baby's life will be in danger otherwise.
Yeah.
So that was fine. Then we went to the scan. Okay, listen to this, okay? Before the scan, okay, my belly, I said it earlier before I went to this appointment that I was 15 weeks pregnant. You know, the last 2 weeks, David's family, they're visiting Dublin at the moment, and everyone is kind of suspecting that I'm having twins because of the size of my belly, because David's mother said there is no woman who's 15 weeks pregnant who has a belly the size of yours. You know. Okay, so, and this, I mean, the 15 weeks was based on the early pregnancy scan. We did a scan today. Turns out I'm actually further than I thought. Oh God, Adanna, what have you done? Turns out I'm further than I thought. So my due date, which was initially February, has changed to January.
Which is exciting.
Which is exciting, because David is like, oh, I was born in January, so
Yep.
it'd be cool if my kid is born in January as well.
Yep.
I mean, there's a few tough decisions that I would have to make now. One of them is, unfortunately, they did find that I had a murmur. So that might not be so clear,
Explain.
which means that, you know the way your heart pumps, like your valves open and close, and when they close it's systole, and when they open is diastole. So when you have a systolic murmur, that means that when your heart valves close, they're not opening quick enough to pump blood through, so that just creates a murmur. I mean, clinically I'm stable, I'm fine, but I have to have that checked out. So I have a cardiology referral to have that checked out. I'm not so worried about that, to be honest, because some murmurs are actually just present in pregnancy, so I'm not actually worried. But unfortunately, my antenatal care, the doctor just explained to me the best and wisest decision is actually to have my antenatal classes in Cork, where I have moved to and where I'm working at the moment, because it's not, some of the antenatal, actually all the antenatal classes are weekdays, and I can't keep coming back for the appointment. It's very easy for me to do it in Cork, so on the days that David can come to Cork, he will be there for the appointment. Otherwise, I'm independent enough to attend my appointment by myself.
But I'll be there, of course, as much as I can.
Okay.
100%.
I know you want to be there.
You all witnessed what I said.
Yeah.
I'll try to be there.
You try to be there. I will attend as much as I can until I move back to Dublin. So I'm hoping to stop work around 4 to 6 weeks before the baby comes. So I'll be moving back to Dublin then, and then I can re-register with this hospital. The hospital is the National Maternity Hospital in Holly Street. I had a friend during medical school who had a baby there, and she really talked so well about the services. She really recommended it. She said the midwifery led service is amazing, because midwives are actually amazing. So I'm going to do that, but I would have to re-register when I move back to Dublin. So anyway, all the rant aside, during the scan was so exciting. We saw the baby's head.
Even the coolest thing.
Skeleton.
The coolest thing, yes, was to see the skeleton. You could see the backbone. You could see the fingers. You know, the arms, the legs. It was incredible.
And the lady said,
incredible.
wow. Well, he or she, because I am not waiting for any surprise. Okay, I'm going to find out if I'm having a boy or a girl, because I just don't have that patience. So I was like, can you tell me if it's a boy or a girl? And she's like, nope, not yet. I can't see. It's like a bit more patience. And she said, well, but the baby is really active, like swimming around the whole place. Like it kept moving around during the scan. I was like, oh my god, thank god it's just one and not two, because we will be in for a ride. Anyway, that's exciting. We're going back home to see David's family, because they're in Dublin for a week, and I'm sure David's mother won't be surprised to hear that I'm actually further than we thought, because she's like, that belly is so big, so big. All right guys, that is the end of the first hospital appointment. And
Bye, guys.
yeah, bye.